And we're live again. Wow. I thought that'd be like 10 minutes. I probably should have gone poop, but I don't really need to anymore. So here I am. All right, let's tweet this. G Wolves Disassembly and Modding VOOC HTM plus plug. Why did I say plug plus? This, post the picture, gallery, this, post. There we go. Hey. That was fast. So many mice to mod, so little time. Okay, so I gotta do photos for join Daz Discord and post in modding chat. I'm also live right now. If you want to ask, I can explain verbally. Swamper does a better job base sanding than me. I just take a belt sander to the poor bitches. There we go. Alright, I have notifications. Do these matter? One person posted a mice. Oh, look at this person's dog. This is Rose Caitlin's dog. That's cute. She has 3 corgis or something. Sorry, this was supposed to be like a stream about a friggin' mouse that you guys actually care about. This one actually might get some clicks, which is like disappointing that I just then rambled for a minute. Alright, so hello everyone. I'm Phalanges. Welcome to Mousecast. I do disassemblies of mice, not on Mousecast, but in my own separate live streams. I'm going to be taking lots of photos and lots of weight measurements, and I'm going to be posting them to Reddit. Right now, I'm trying to do something to store the grip tape because I want to get weight measurements without the grip tape installed. Also, this grip tape is like not real proper to this mouse. I bought the VOOC and from bought them both from users on Mouse Market. Oh, hang on, I need to go back to. And then the grip tape on the HTM Plus, I think these are WL mouse on the main clicks, and then something else on the sides, like a garbage mouse that doesn't fit. WL mouse grip tape's actually pretty decent. It's just, I wish it wasn't so thick. Like there's like imprints in it, and I wish it was just the thickness of the lower portions. Dogs are the best. Any recommendations for long-lasting grip tapes? I am not big into grips. Schwamper in the Dastrasac Discord and possibly in this chat has more knowledge there. He has recommended, you know what, I threw these out, but maybe I need to just keep them here. Crescent finger controls. These are on AliExpress for like $9 plus 30-some% off with coins. They are a silicone grip, but they don't have the usual chalkiness of silicone grips. So because of that, they're not like a... Like usually these grips are, what are these, like EVA foam? I don't know. I would say, in general, if you're struggling with grip tape durability, get something that's like a proper silicone or rubber rather than a foam. Or if you do really like the feel of foam, find something really cheap. Even like get like a roll of something. It doesn't have to be mouse specific. Excited for this one? Really? You know, we could just play the finals instead. No, I don't know. Right now, actually, my mother-in-law is over right now. She is going to be doing some babysitting for baby Phalanges, and Lauren is going through with her just some, you know, tips and stuff, things around the house. So I'm totally expecting interruptions. I only had like one brief one just a little bit ago. And gaming, honestly, I'm more okay with interruptions than live streaming, just because these live stream VODs, I want them to be like somewhat watchable. But maybe that's a lost cause, and these aren't at all watchable. I don't know, it's weird, bro. Some of the disassemblies, like, it'll be like 3 minutes of garbage before I actually talk about the mouse, and it'll still be at like 500 views. I don't know, maybe I'm just that charismatic. People just want to listen to me yap. Nah. I had on Mousecast we talked about analytics. Play the finals with your mother-in-law? Hell yeah, dude. Oh, so I did some Mousecast analytics, posted to my Twitter if you want to check it out. We also talked about it on Mousecast from a couple days ago. And like average view is like 980, which is really good. We have some high view episodes that are skewing that though. But one thing that I learned, and I don't think I said this on the pod, but the thumbnails that do not have Daz get fewer viewers. Which I have no opinion on that. That's literally an expectation. You know, it's like I watch Linus Tech Tips, and it's very obvious that thumbnails that have Linus, and he's even talked about this, get more views, even if he's not like the primary host. However, the thing that gets me, maybe you guys can explain this to me. I steamroll the conversation of Mousecast. Daz is okay with that dynamic, but if you're watching the Mousecast for Daz's takes, I am incredibly sorry because Daz hardly talks. Comparatively. I saw somebody comment something like, Daz on Mousecast and Daz on his channel are two different people. And it's funny because it's so far from the truth. It's more so, it's just that, oh, these are kind of nice scripts. These are thin. I like these. These are like garbage scripts that came with my Uhuru mouse. Daz is a good looking dude. I'm glad you think so. You should tell him that. He responds well to pick-me-ups like that. I don't know. I laughed really hard. I don't know. I don't think I'm a terribly good nor terribly terrible looking guy. It's fine. My wife's beautiful, so I won. But somebody posted a meme on our Discord that was like, Phalanges looks like Quentin Tarantino and Daz looks like Napoleon Dynamite. That made me laugh so. I don't know if Daz took it well, but I don't know. I don't know. The things that you can't change about yourself, you just have to accept, you know? Okay. Are we finally ready? Which one do we want to do first, guys? I'm thinking HTM first. Dude, the VOOC, I actually really like the VOOC's shape. The clicks just feel kind of dull. They don't have enough rebound. It's like using a rapid trigger keyboard that doesn't rebound quickly enough. Hey, Vuku, sup? Vaxi NPO1S is $150. In US, these prices are getting close to Rage and Logitech prices. Yeah, you're paying extra money for that big fat dino dongle. Dummy dongle. VOOC reminds me of the Extrafy M8. In hand feel, not at all though, because the M8 is like very flat on the sides. I can see what you mean by the like sloping front buttons that look like buck teeth, but it's not. The HTM Plus is like basically a Harpy Ace, ROG Harpy Ace, where it's a rear hump. Think like a jumbo duckbill without any grooves. So it's relatively flat on the sides, a little bit of side taper, like more than a GPX, but not really a ton. They're relatively vertical sides. Rear hump, but it's like, it looks like, what does this look like to me? Like some sort of shoe. I don't know. So like the apex is maybe here, but it carries that hump pretty far front and back. And then their side buttons. I kind of wish their side buttons were farther forward. I don't know. It's a long mouse. It's just a very long mouse. And then the VOOC is more of a, it's an hourglass that tapers more towards the front. Like the narrowest part is like right in line with the sensor. And you can see how far forward the sensor is. And then there's the secondary sensor up here too. And in software, you can just toggle between the two. You might even be able to bind a key to swap between them. I don't know if you can. That'd be interesting. Does this use a big battery? Maybe there's some weight savings with the battery. And then it uses side charging. That's cute how they color matched it too. Duo's clay test? I don't have any. I bought these used. And the person who had these before me ate it all. I assume. Okay. Well, nobody said which one Quentin Tarantino is so true, though. Yeah. Yeah. Something I don't like is I have angry eyebrows. Just my resting face. My eyebrows are just angry. I don't know. Maybe there's like, maybe I could go to like a beauty place and like they pluck it in a certain way, but bro, I could instead spend the money on more mice. I could just walk around all day with like a surprised look. Does this fix my eyebrows? Sorry, we're supposed to be talking about mice. Let's do the HTM Plus first. What is this channel? This is dumb. I'm glad you guys are here for it. Can you all see that? There we go. 35.92. That's on. Yeah, that is on screen. Cocaine Tarantino eyes. I do have big eyes. My wife also has very big eyes, so our poor son is going to have some ginormous friggin' bush baby eyes. Spectacles. Speaking of reviewers and their eyes, did you guys know that... Okay, just checking there's no screws under there. Did you guys know that, what's his face? Melon is like legally blind like hella? The poor guy. Oh man, I DM'd him asking like what his prescription was. What did he say? Like minus 14.5 or something? Yeah, poor guy. That's a thick ass skate. These are some heavy skates. These are like double the weight of what you would think because they have like an extra foam layer. I don't know why. Somebody explained to me why G-Wolves opted for like such thick skates. Was it they were having an issue with like the sensor lens digging into the pad or something? Might take some weight off the arch of your eyebrows. Yeah, that was my thought, right? If you're gonna like, I don't know, I'm not a pro, I shouldn't even say anything about eyebrows, but I don't know. 1.84 grams for only that much surface area of skates? Yeah. Like 2 grams is when you're getting into like larger pad skates. Like for example, do I have an example here? No, I don't. Okay, sorry. Also, this HTM is slightly modified. I did sand the outside. I polished the outside because it was so not grippy. So see how it has a little bit of a whitish, like kind of a whitishness to it? That's from sanding it. Or polishing it. Because the stock feeling, there's no coating to it. It's just uncoated, this like polycarbonate plastic or whatever. The top didn't get that, so I'm glad about that, I guess. We'll get a photo of the bottom for the screw hole positions. All this will be posted to Reddit with the key search word G-Wolves HTM Disassembly. Alright. Never opened up this mouse before. Glad to finally be doing that. Sensor tracking issues, I think. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so I didn't say this yesterday, Schwamper, but when I was using the VGN Y2 without the skates on, I noticed the sensitivity was higher. Lower? Higher. Wait a second. I noticed it felt different than when the skates were on, not from a like smoothest perspective, like totally, not thinking about that, but like it actually felt like, because my understanding is DPI deviation is literally just like something about the focal distance between the sensor eye and the pad, the mousing surface. So it's like really frustrating that manufacturers have DPI deviation in their mice, because it's literally just goes to show they didn't put skates in the mouse and then test again. Here's an example of larger skates, and these are probably going to weigh the same amount. Yeah, 1.9 grams versus 1.8 whatever on the others. And these are like double the surface area. Okay, so how to take this apart? Oh my gosh, wait a second, that's easy. Famous last words before I break it. Yo, that's pretty. That came apart so nicely. Shout out Jimbo. I like your mice. Nordic 54L15 and this bish, by the way. Okay, let's go over specs here. So we have sideways mounted PAW 3950 sensor. We have Nordic 54L15. We have Huano special SPDT switches that, yes, in fact, you can see that. Okay, so right in the center of the screen, you see the little thing going up and down. That top perch, when I take my finger off of it, see how it's at the top? That top perch is like way more robust than normal ones. You can look into an explanation of SPDT, single pull double throw. It just means that the switch is looking for, instead of it, when you click down, waiting for that spring to make contact with the bottom, the switch, the logic is watching for when it leaves the top perch instead. And you can, when you super slow-mo guys this, that spring takes probably, I don't know, a millisecond or something to actually travel that distance. But because now you have an electrical contact at the top, and there's a little bit of arcing that happens every single time you have a switch move on and off a contact, it erodes the material, and so they have to beef that up. So you can use any mechanical switch in SPDT mice. They need to have the programmed logic for it, but you can. They just will wear out prematurely. I'm not an electrical engineer. There's probably smarter people than me who can talk about that, or things you can look up online. But yes, SPDT, a single pull double throw. That's the only reason I remember the acronym, is because single pull double throw. The pull is the little flag thing, I assume, and the double throw is top, goes up and down. I don't know, just I guess makes sense in my brain. Nice encoder in this too. I don't know if I'm gonna change it. TTC gold 9mm, very nice 9mm. Let's get. I don't even know if I need a picture of the bottom. Yeah, I will. Because I was like, you already see the PCB just in product photos. Trying to get a picture of that scroll wheel height. Gotcha. All right. Side buttons are mini micro 2-pin, directly soldered. Don't know what brand. Blue dots, black shell, blue dots. Not that that really matters. Shell rigidity. Oh my gosh, that's thin. Oh, that's very thin. Yeah, not a whole lot of button wobble, but part of it is the buttons are rather short, so you're not going to have as much wobble. Okay. Let's get some weights. Scroll wheel. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Is this going to be under a gram? That's like actually properly insane. Wow. Very impressive. They have a shim on this too. It's like paper black thing. So I'm going to leave that. Battery. Battery is JST 1.5mm. BT arc pinout, I assume. I assume the gray is positive, the black is negative, and the yellow is thermistor, I assume. And this is 230 milliamp hours, 3.7 volt, no fast charging. Yeah, I'm gonna guess 4.12 grams. Ah. I could reduce the weight by 1 gram and go to 150 milliamp hour. This is Nordic 54L15. And we will do the base next. This is going to be one of the lightest bases I've ever tried. 4.59, just like the... Wow. That's impressive, guys. The scroll wheel is like... I'm sorry, the base is the same weight as the battery. Yeah, the battery's heavier. That's crazy. And the PCB. .7 grams on the PCB, which is funny because that's not like the lightest PCB ever. They did use the smaller sensor lens, which is good to see, but they have all this side stuff for reinforcement. And they have these little foam pieces on the side here that they have done for shimming or something to prevent wobble or creaking, I guess. Alright. I'll take a picture of the side buttons here. I don't think I'm actually going to take it out. I don't actually care that much, because we have another mouse to get to in this video too. Okay. But let's turn on the old soldering iron and get some Omron Opticals in this. This is really being done because Schwamper says G-Wolves mice actually feel really good with it. And that's like my 2 complaints about the G-Wolves. Like, it's literally S tier in every way. It's like using a PMM mouse where it's like insanely light but like really well made, except no coding and the buttons don't have enough rebound for me personally. Yeah, I think they could even use more travel, to be honest. These are special switches. I'm definitely going to be keeping them. The only thing that separates these lightweight sub 35 gram mouse from the 50 gram entire thing thinned down and cut. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's a lot more engineering that goes into it. Like, I don't want to belittle it. You know, it's like the amount of R&D that it probably takes to go from an 80 gram mouse to a 70 gram mouse, not that much. But from a 40 gram to a 30 gram, oh, a ton. A ton. Even though those are only 10 gram differences. Currently using HTX Ultra with Omron Opticals. Hell yeah, dude. Ooh, my soldering iron's smoking already. I think I have some plastic on it. You know, it'd be funny. You guys know how the... Oh, that's right. I need to desolder. I actually am going to use my desoldering iron, my desoldering sucker, because I don't want to toast these switches. These are nice, valuable switches. I don't know the next time I'll get SPD Tijuanos, so I'm going to be whipping this guy out. You know what'd be funny is on the mouse cast, what was I going to say? The mouse cast bingo sheet. Sorry, crying baby, like, messes with my brain. On the Mousecast bingo sheet, I have Phalanges and Omron Optical as a thing I could cross off for this year. Wouldn't it be funny if I ate a different switch? My man has more straps than Call of Duty. Straps? I'm waiting for the soldering iron to heat up. What do you mean by straps? Rubber bands? I literally did 1 rubber band. I don't know what you're smoking, my guy. I've been waiting for the Omron Optical consumption soldering irons. I have 2. One's a solder sucker and one's a soldering iron. Alright, let's see if this is hot enough. Should I just freehand this? Okay, I actually do think I need to add solder to this. Sometimes I find adding solder before you set helps, like, make it all cohesive. Like, it kind of comes out in one nice glob when you set. You guys want a close-up of this? Sure. That side of the soldering iron is not melting it. Am I hot enough? Oh, I'm a little cold. Like 500. Boost it up to like 570. Still not melting? Is this loose? Nope, not loose. Oh, it's off. Wait, how did I flip that off? I hope my like power consumption's okay right now. I have a lot of things running in this room. I have my desktop computer. I mean, nothing's shut off, right? I'm gonna turn this light off just in case. Having 2 soldering irons going, plus all the lights. I'm going to close my door too, because my light might be a problem for the baby. Let's do that a little bit there. Okay. Alright, back to the soldering. You guys want a Mondo close-up? That's as close as she gets. So before I suck, I'm actually going to add just a little bit of iron solder to these. I also do use a lead-free solder, but I buy it from China, so is it really lead-free? Your guess is as good as mine. You know, there's probably like a legal definition of lead-free. And it probably doesn't mean 100% lead-free. It probably means, you know, like a certain amount. I don't know. Sometimes I say things that are outside my knowledge entirely, and I need to stay in my lane and just talk about mice and stuff. How do you guys feel about mouse casts being shorter now? And it's mainly Schwamper's fault because I want to play the finals with him. So I try to end it earlier. I don't know. I think I asked Schwamper the same thing, and he was like, you know, longer content is nice, but also he's not going to be a choosing beggar, I guess. Do you think Paul Vincent will come on the cast? I don't think so. I know the guy, like, tangentially, that is he a reviewer or anything? He's just a guy who comments on like every single thing on Mouse Review. Also, I don't know if there's, is he, I mean, why do you ask about him? I don't think I've ever seen somebody talk about him other than just the fact he's like always the #1 top commenter. I don't know if this is going to come out. Yeah, it does a good job sucking the solder out, but not perfect. Can you make Dad's reviews as Darmo M9? I'm really on the fence about it. No, I cannot. He's not interested. I have a review on my channel. I'll sell you mine if you're in the continental US. $60 shipped. I modded it with a lighter weight battery. I can include the original if you want. Okay, well this isn't coming out. So I guess I am going to go back to my old school method. Do you have Dare 6 AEV2? I sure do. Videos on this channel. I think. It's also in the mouse modder spreadsheet. I'm a big fan of it. I think they're currently on sale on AliExpress for like $46, and they are absolutely worth that. They're actually pretty good mice. A little heavy. A little heavy if I'm being honest. But you can mod them. Certain models have fast charging, so careful with battery selection and model crossover. Okay. I should have just done that desoldering method from the start, I guess. But hey, you live and you learn. Was joking. Oh, okay. See, one thing is, I don't have an opinion on Paul Vincent, but in the case that I did, if I were to just, like, be like, oh, that effing guy? Who the hell cares? He's so weird. Did you see what he said about this or that? And if I just, like, crash out, there's a real chance I could insult people. So, I don't know. I'm very much not a critically correct person. Just look at my Twitter. But you also do want to be respectful because you don't always know who's watching your content. Like, okay, here's a teaser, guys. Lock-On, the glass mousepad manufacturer, like they have the Lock-On Groot and the Lock-On Odyssey is on pre-order starting May 5th, my birthday. Founder of Lock-On's coming on Mousecast. Like this week. Usual time. He's Eastern Standard Time too, so works with me and Daz's late night, I guess. And yeah. Apparently he's been watching Mousecast every now and then. I don't think he's like an avid viewer, but I think I think I asked him if he's familiar, and like he was like, yeah, he watched Diamond Lobby and a bunch of the other ones with other reviewers. I don't know if I guess I can spoil something here for the 13 people watching. He's from the same sort of ish area as Tekasite, and they've met up IRL. The Lock-On guy, founder dude, he goes by Easy or Beezy. I don't really know his gamer speak name. But he seems really cool and really transparent. He's a bit younger too. I want to say he started Lock-On like with COVID or something. Yeah, we'll find out more on the cast. I wish they'd make larger pads, at least 500 by 450. Yeah, dude, I totally agree. I don't understand why can't 500 by 500 just literally be the standard? Is it like desk sizes aren't big enough? Okay. Good. Looks good. The soldering iron is still hot. I am not touching that. It's still quite hot. That's gonna burn me. Okay, why don't we take a toothbrush and scrub away some of the excess IPA here, or some of the excess solder. So, if you guys ever see me get a toothbrush out, this is what I'm doing. See the little goob and the little boogers? More boogers on this one. I also see the antenna very clearly there. There's the antenna. Nice. Going from 490 to 420, but yeah, change my whole outlook on Colvax. Agreed, bro. It just allows you to put your whole arm on the desk, which I don't. It's a really underrated thing. I don't know. Viscose uses she uses like an armrest, so maybe we're all just bad. Cool. Okay, let's put Omron Opticals in this bish, and you bet your bottom butt I am going to bin the heck out of these and make sure they are really good ones, because this is an expensive mouse and I want this to be a very good experience. Both the HTM and the VOOC. Man, they're like such good mice. I just wish they had coatings and I wish they had different switches. But we're swapping the switches, so we're fixing that. And the coatings, I need to get more grip tape. I need to order more of that Crescent stuff. AliExpress is 15% cash back, Rakuten, and usually Supercoin stuff doesn't track, but might as well. There's a sale going on. Here we go. Alright, we're binning 6 of them here. Oh, sorry, I'm zoomed way the heck in. So what I do here is I just hold them up and I click them. Ooh, it's a good one. Damn, Sean, that's a good one, and that's a good one. What I'm saying. Actually, those were all pretty solid there. Maybe I'll keep some. No, I'll rebin. I'll rebin when I come to do the other ones for the VOOC. I think the VOOC I care a little bit more about than the HTM. I really want the translucent blue colorway of the VOOC. That'd be fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, I barely use this mouse though, other than playing around with the sensor position. Okay, so for soldering Omron Opticals into any mouse, like the short that you should watch on my channel, you gotta get the little extra pins out. So we bend this, pull that out, close that. Then we'll do a solder icicle on that in just a moment. We do the same one to this. Pull that out, pull this one out. And then these you can eat. These are in fact edible. Don't. If you actually think I'm right on that, then I'm sorry for you and your family. Soldering iron is on, so we make a solder icicle. Beautiful. There's one. So see, all I'm doing is the little cut pin is too small to solder to. So I make one, what I call a solder icicle. Oh, that's a fat icicle. That might be too fat for the hole. Ugh. Happens all the time. And I think this is my left mouse. Let me just try binning again. It was the more crisp one that I wanted on the left. Man, those are crispy, bro. Alright, I think I'm going to do this one on the left mouse. Brilliant. I have to be careful. Next time I see a compliment from Bluey, because he says he's British and he has that kind of humor, I gotta watch out that it's not like a zinger in disguise. This one simple trick Big Mouse hates him. So something that makes me happy is on my Omron Optical stuff, occasionally I'll get comments that are like, so you're literally losing all the benefits of optical switches and putting these in mice? Why? But then there's the quiet people like Schwamper who found out about this and they're like, oh my god, and they don't comment, but it literally makes them put them in every single mouse they own. Two kinds of people. Bro, reassembly of this is so weird. That's it? Like, there's nothing to like clip in or screwdriver, there we go. Oh, did I get weights of everything? Yes, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Yes. There's 4 things I try to get weights of, in addition to the stock weight. I like to get the base. That was the wrong screw, wasn't it? Did anyone else just see that? I put the black screw in, it was too small. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, actually. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Does this cool down? Touches it with finger. Still a little warm. But not enough to catch anything on fire, so we'll put it away. This was also from AliExpress. So I forget what I was talking about, but AliExpress, yeah, crescent grip tapes, I need to order some. And I need to get more skates. I realize I do rather like what Schwamper really likes, the silver foxes, but only in the small size. So I think silver foxes are what are on the PMM Zen 8K, wherever I put mine. But when they're too big, they make pads feel really slow. That's the problem I have. So I need to find a way to get them cheap and get the small ones, preferably like pill capsule ones. They're on AliExpress for they're like 65% off with coins, but it's only for like larger skate sets. Maybe there's like a way I could like cut them myself. I don't know, man. And that's getting awfully into territory of like, I should just make my own skates. I kind of wish skate manufacturers would offer like larger quantities, you know? Like the cost of skates is really in shipping. It's really not the material. Like it's the packaging and the shipping. If I could just buy like wholesale silver foxes, I think I would. Right? I don't need fancy packaging. Like maybe if you're new to the hobby and you're like trying out a new product and you want that really nice initial impression, then that's cool. But if you're just like replenishing worn skates, bro, give me wholesale price. Okay. I should probably test this real quick, but I also don't care. I probably soldered. No way. Oh, I'm so glad I said something. I did not finish soldering this. That's funny. I straight up didn't. I soldered one pin on each instead of both pins. I'm not even going to bother testing this. I'm glad I checked. Let's see, are there any mice that I'm looking forward to? I did actually complete an order before staying up to like 3:30 in the morning playing the finals with the Schwamper. And what did I order? I got a Wiesel Triana. That's the big news. After Rackets and Cash Back, which is tracked, yay. It's going to be like $66 or something. So I'm quite happy with that. I actually opted for the black. Usually I hate black mice because they're boring, but something about the blue and white looks kind of cheap to me. And the black and gray colorway is just kind of striking, so I'm going to go with that. I don't know, maybe that's a mistake and like the white's coating is going to be better. What else did I order? I actually ordered a handful of 3311 mice. Well, one of them's a 3315, whatever. But I don't know, man. Like, as long as it has a good competitive firmware solution and like not absolute crap battery life, I'm fine with 3311. Spec-wise, it's a competent sensor. 300 IPS is plenty. Like, you might be able to spin out 300 IPS. Like, you might be able to flick your wrist 300 IPS in like a pretty artificial scenario, like if you're trying to. But in in-game scenarios, I don't think I'd ever hit 300 IPS. I think I typically maxed out at like 3 meters a second. How many inches are in a meter? 39, right? So 3 of those, like 120-ish. Yeah. Actually, you know that I think about it, IPS is a pretty stupid measurement, isn't it? Doesn't matter which VHB tape you use for the mouse battery, especially on top of the sensor. There are so many different in terms of thickness. So yeah, I personally prefer, my favorite is the 3M branded VHB that has like a foam. Okay. I have two kinds of VHB tape. Let me see if I can peel these up for you guys. So, the one on the right, the black one, is the one that I have had for a long time, and I just have barely used it. It's thicker, it's more plush and foamy. The light gray here, I bought from AliExpress. It still is very sticky. It's thinner. It still is a foam, but it's not as plush of a foam. And honestly, it's not quite as sticky. But it's 10 millimeters in width, which is perfect for putting on top of sensors. So when I go on top of a sensor, as long as it's a flat top sensor, like if there's irregularities from like the little boogers from the lens below, you want, I think, the thicker, more pliable, soft foam. And this is what I use most of the time. I'll use this one sometimes when I feel like it. If you have concerns about that, dude, like the thinner stuff works too. I ship stuff. So like if my battery starts rattling around, I don't really care because I'll fix it. But if I ship something to somebody and then it starts rattling around, that's a problem. So the peace of mind of the 3M branded stuff, it is slightly stronger adhesion and it's like a thicker foam. It's, I guess, a little bit heavier too, if that matters. Negligible though. If you're paranoid, bro, just get the actual stuff from Amazon, from 3M. You're never going to run out of it in your lifetime. I don't know, maybe you will, because maybe you actually like, I don't know, man. I've had that VHB tape and I've done hundreds of battery swaps, and it's still. There we go, lubing up the scroll wheel fork. Almost forgot about the battery. G-Wolves' VHB that they use is not. It's not like, it seems like it's the nicer stuff. How does that come off when I... Oh, that's on there good enough, I think. Yeah, we'll call that good enough. Pretty long wire. Don't know if that was really necessary. And they do have like a little routing channel for it too, so why don't we use that? So I'm a mechanical engineer, and so I like design equipment for my job, and I love like one little above and beyond thing that you can do with equipment design is that the controls engineers will love you for is electricians allow for cable management and like hose routing clamps and stuff. They will just love you for it. It's one of those attention to detail things that's not a hard requirement, but will make your stuff, make your customers realize that you care a lot about what you do, take pride in it, etc. Yeah, that last one's not staying in, but I don't really care. Did that go in all the way? It did. Just didn't know it. I like it when there's little marks. Sometimes you'll see people will put like a blue pen mark or something on the cable, and what they're doing is they're seeing if it comes out so that they know insertion depth. All right, moment of truth, Swamp Daddy. Let's see if your mod is gonna work with me. And if it is, then I'm going to put on... I think I have the G-Wolves grip tape. Is this the HTM? Yeah, HTM Plus. Yeah, I bought this HTM Plus from somebody who must have pre-ordered because it came with 2 sets of grip tape, which apparently was like, if you pre-ordered and the shipment was delayed, then they threw in an extra set. Who says G-Wolves had bad customer service? Literally everyone. I don't know, man. Hearing about how... I wonder if the kale rabbit's gonna feel good. Kale rabbits? Wait a second. Didn't we talk about that? That sounds familiar. Bro, I don't even remember. But hearing about all the issues that PMM is having with customer service and how it like reflects negatively on him, but it's kind of not his doing. Yeah. Maybe having a Discord for your customer service isn't all that bad. I don't know, man. I think if I were to launch a mouse brand, it would like make me depressed how much people want to like abuse returns. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how I like it. Oh yeah, they're like kind of crispy. Yeah, they're a little bit heavier than I would like. I don't click all the way down. Yeah, they feel very tight though. They feel very tight. Yeah, I'm gonna put grip tape on this. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I could fulcrum bend a little bit lighter, but I think I'm gonna go with a little bit heavier because once I put grip tape on this, grip tape typically makes me grip more tightly. Oh, and for the people wondering why this is like kind of whitish, it's from me. Yeah, and I can't scrub it. No, that does nothing to it. Yep, so we're just gonna throw the grip tape on it. Before doing the grip tape, I'm gonna put a little bit of I'm gonna clean it with a little bit of IPA. This is probably overkill because this mouse is like relatively unused and there was grip tape on it before, but as a good practice, before you put grip tape on, you want a nice clean surface to adhere to. No oils. How thick is thicker tape? I see 1.1 millimeter and even 2.5 millimeter option. Let me check for you. The thicker stuff that I have is 1.2, 1.1, sure, if you squish it. And then the thinner stuff, let me try the thinner stuff. Is it coming through on camera? It is, okay. Thinner stuff is 0.9. So, I don't know, the 2.5 is pretty... 2.5 is like... that, bro, that's kind of nuts. That seems like extra weight. I would go with the 1.1. One thing is you can just double up on the 1.1. Like if you need more squish, like if you're putting it into an area with a bunch of bumps and it's rough, you just take some of this and you just fold it over on itself. And now you have double thick. Super random question, but do you know what scroll wheel size for the Beast X Mini is? No, I don't. You can check the mouse modder spreadsheet link in the description, but I don't think I have it on there if I'm being honest. So, sorry. Yo, new strat, guys. Instead of grip tape, just use VHB tape as grip tape. Your fingers will be glued. Yeah, G-Wolves grip tape is like decent. I just wish it was thinner. I wish they didn't have this raised area. I wish it was just thin. Ugh. Oh, we're gonna use it because I have 2 sets of it. Interesting how he segments it too. Isn't that... maybe that's actually kind of based. Because one thing I was running into with the Ponage grip tape is my thenar kept contacting the seam of the grip tape. Thenar being this meaty part of your palm. And it was actually distracting. Wait, did I do something wrong here? Why do I have insane side flex? Below the... Can you guys... can you guys hear this? It's like insanely flexy. What? Did I do something? Like, down low it's fine, but up high by the side buttons? Yeah, pressing the side buttons feels fine, but pressing the button below... Does this have it? No, this is hard as... Oh my gosh, this is really rigid. That's actually insane for how light the mouse is. Yeah, did I, like, put something back together wrong? I don't know. I friggin' hate calipers that have auto on. It is so dumb. It is so dumb. You just end up killing batteries. That's why I have to do this stupid rubber band around this. So that doesn't accidentally open up and kill itself. Like, I have a baby. I already have something in my life that's, like, actively trying to kill itself without my intervention. I don't need my calipers to do the same. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Maybe I just do that. Maybe I just do that, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just do that, okay. How interesting. Yeah, dude, I guess the... And then how far back are we going to want to go here? Probably the back. Definitely the middle one, but maybe both of them. It's kind of hard to locate it, though. Dude, what good grip tape. And he gives circles? What do each of these mean? Can anyone screenshot this and Google Translate? What do each of these mean? It'd be funny if one of them actually meant a troll thing. They're different characters. Yeah. These two seem like they start with nearly the same. No, they're different. Yeah, I think they're all different. And little rectangles too. Bro, this is like such a good grip tape set. Honestly, though. It's too bad it wasn't... Dude, I would just... Main G-Wolves forever. It just had a better coating, and I guess I can change the clicks. Alright, we need one more. I never checked audio level, by the way. It's all okay. Music isn't too loud for you guys. I guess you would have said something if it was a problem. Imagine G-Wolf's mouse with Endgame Gear coating. Yeah, Endgame Gear's coating is good. I still don't think it's like... I don't know. It's weird how the Viper V3 Pro in white is like somehow the best coating on the planet, and nothing has matched it. That feels good. That feels good, Schwamp Daddy. I like that. I'll have to take these for a spin in the finals. I accidentally spat when I said spin. Did that come through on camera? I don't know. I don't know how much weight the grips adds. We'll find out. I will do a weight after this. I need to put the skates back on. Yippee. Like, what if all the things on his grip tape, this would have been found out because he sells a lot in China too, but what if all the things on the grip tape were like racial slurs or something, you know? And you're just using a mouse that says like... It'd be terrible. Oh, baby's asleep. That's why wife and Mother-in-law are hanging out. Okay, I'm curious, like, how much... I'm gonna cry if this adds more weight than I thought. 0.1 grams. Okay, so this is gonna be like 0.2 grams. Yeah, okay, 0.2 grams. I think that's worth it. So that means I've probably added like a gram in grip tape then, right? Jim's gone off the deep end. Okay, because nobody else is doing it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get... Or first of all, how does this feel? This feels good. Do I want more grip tape on it? I almost feel like I want to do full grip tape. I don't know, does this... How bad does this look? Does it look incomplete? Should I not care? And just use my mouse how I want to use my mouse? Do I want anything back here for my hand? I don't think so. It's nice. They have cutouts in this, probably to wrap it around the sides. Okay. Let me apply... Oh, I gotta apply the skates, then we'll get that final weight. And then this mouse will be done, and we'll move on to another mouse, which will be the VOOC. There's like one person in the stream chat who's been like, oh my god, finally. It's been 84 years. How did this skate go on? Did it cover? I thought it covered the holes. I guess that's one thing. He has a totally flat base here. You don't really know entirely where the skate goes. Maybe that's one of the reasons for it, to help the like factory workers put things in the right spot. I don't know. Sure, that's good enough right there. Oh, I got that one pretty good right off the bat. Cool. Okay. So, it was... Please tell me I got a preliminary weight. I did. It was 35.89 before. Now I'm gonna guess it's gonna be 37.12. Close. 37.25. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That feels good. I almost feel like when it touches my palm and my thenar here, I realize just how damn slippery it is. That feels good though, guys. That does feel good. Oh my gosh, grip tape is... Yeah, grip tape's good. Maybe I should have swapped to an Alps encoder, but this is okay. Cool. Still a very, very lightweight mouse. Okay, that's it for the 1G Wolves mouse. Now let's move on to the HTM Plus. Let's put this away. We'll move on to the VOOC next. And I hope I have proper grip tape for the VOOC. Because this G-Wolf stuff, even though it makes it a little bit thicker, like the mouse feel a little bit wider, which I'm not a huge fan of, I really like custom fitted grip tape. I've noticed you always put your hand in your pockets when testing a mouse. What? I do? Wait. Wait, I do this? Why does it feel better to have my hand in my pocket? I think what it is, it's like, you know, if you're going to test a mouse, you want to like have your left hand on a keyboard. And so my left hand feels the need to do something. Just like testing a mouse with your hand not doing anything feels weird. No way, Schwamper. What? Why do I do that? Really? I do that? Dude, make a compilation. It's like screenshot all the times I've done it. Oh man. That's terrifying. You guys know me too well. My other G-Wolves box. Here it is. HTM Plus. Ow. And Vuck. What the Vuck? These are the 3 G-Wolves mice that I have currently. HTX Mini is being sold. It's too big. Too big for this boy. Oh, good, I do have grip tape. Segmented in the same way, hell yeah. I'm probably going to need both on this side, depending on where the side buttons land. I actually might need all of them. I don't know. I'm really glad that this is actually truncated, because I realize I do not like that Phenar contact feel. Okay, what the fuck? Let's go. Wait, somebody posted something in the Discord in deals, and it actually got a mention, so does this mean it's actually good? Dharma Shark M2 Pro for $50, one of my favorite shapes. I'm just going to do a friendly reminder at Toasty. Deals chat for deals only. Please limit discussion to this channel. Nah, I didn't. I was gonna trade him. Yeah, there was a Para Aurora that I was interested in. I do really like the Para shape, and the Aurora gets Omron Opticals, and the white's probably a nicer coating than the black. I probably should get it. Okay. Am I being shown anything on stream? Okay, good. Okay, we're going to do Vuk now, right? Let's get this show on the road. I got a messy desk, dude. I need to base sand some stuff, too. Don't know if I'm going to get around to that today, if I'm being honest. Looks like baby woke up, but she's grandma in training. Okay, grip tape off to the side. Let's get these photos done. Okay, yeah, the reflection you guys are seeing, it's the light that is, it's like a multi-LED array thing. Okay, so Vuk. I'm going to flip it over so people can see what skates I have on it. 37.6 grams with these skates. Cool. All right. Now, the other G-Wolf skate came off really easily without the need for isopropyl alcohol. For some reason, you guys know the song by Korn, Narcissistic Cannibal? It's the same number of syllables as isopropyl alcohol. My wife and I, when's the last concert we went to? Oh, we went to a Hunter. Oh, you heard that? Narcissistic alcohol. Yeah. Isopropyl alcohol. There's a coworker of mine. That was funny. Lauren came in here. Said she can never unhear that. There's a coworker of mine who was a big Korn fan. He was like, Korn was the whole thing that got him into metal music. My wife and I have the same taste in music, which is pretty incredible. Pretty uncommon. Both metal heads. But we did go to a non-metal concert a month or so ago, we went to Hunter Hayes, who is a kind of a smaller kind of country artist, but we are like the number one, well, probably number one, possibly not. I don't actually have the data for this, but we have a listener for him on like Spotify or Amazon Music or something like that, because every time we would Kennel Nova, we would say ALEXA, play music by Hunter Hayes, because he would get streaming royalties, and he's like a really nice person and stuff. So, and like he met Lauren a long time ago before he was a big deal. He's not like a huge deal, but anyway. Put this screw back in here and get a picture of the bottom so people can see the... What are the wild dual sensor things? So that means the PCB on this is going to be a teeny bit heavier, because you're going to have 2 sensors plus all the supporting components needed for it. Like, I don't know if there's more power delivery or more like soldered components needed. So I forget the number, but we had like, after just like a year or two, we had like 80 or 100,000 minutes streamed. I don't remember the exact number. Maybe that math might not even work out, but I just remember talking to one of my friends about it, and he was like, oh my gosh, I listen to like music nonstop, and even I don't have that much. But I mean, we used to, Kennel Nova when we were gone at work or anytime we went anywhere. Now we don't, because ever since Lauren's been on like off work for maternity leave, the dog is just home with her. The one downside of these damn scrapers is they get mangled really easily. So I try to keep the really sharp, fresh ones fresh, and then the mangled ones, what I'll use here, because they're just plastic, right? They're meant to be sacrificial, so you don't scratch the heck out of whatever product you're disassembling. Jimbo's got clippos all over this bitch, that's for sure. There's the seam there. Yeah, this is like held in really good. Expensive mouse, by the way. I don't really want to break anything. The pre-order system, G-Wolf's mice keep their value so well. The pre-ordering is actually not... 22 people watching this garbage? Pre-ordering the mouse is actually not a terrible buy, because he'll often... Like, it's the cost of the mouse plus all duties and taxes, so you also don't pay... I think you also don't pay sales tax. Please, somebody correct me on that if I'm wrong. And then it's like free shipping. So it's like literally your out-the-door price, just like buying something from Mouse Market can be. But the discount's pretty significant, as long as you're cool with like the whole blind buy thing, which again, 9 times out of 10, I think blind buys are stupid. But if the company does have a history of delivering on their promises, and they do have remediation if there's an issue in production or delay or whatever, then I don't think it's terrible. I still don't think it's great. I'm still not absolutely in love with it. Because, like, for example, that HTM, whoever I bought it from, they got just make sure that's in frame. Yes. They got an extra set of grip tape because there was some delay to it. 1.63 grams. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these skates are fine. They're just like Pulsar skates. They're nicely rounded. They're white. They're nothing special. I don't know. If I had a mouse brand, honestly, I'd probably opt for skates like this. Something that's like... I assume these are cost effective compared to working with like West Labs or something. I probably would just opt for something like this, knowing that the real skate snobs out there are going to put on whatever their favorite skate is anyway. So why would I mark up a price by $5 on every unit when not everyone even cares, This is an interesting PCB. The battery actually might be kind of big. So there actually might be a small weight reduction, maybe a 2-gram weight reduction if I wanted to here. JST 1.5 millimeter connector. I don't really know if I feel like soldering. Me, when I blind buy a new Final Skate Snob, who could that be? Yeah, we're all looking at Schwamper. Hey, Daz, we do want to know when you're going to play the finals with us. I was trying to think of some sort of threat, but I don't think I can, because he'll just be like, no. And I'd be like, oh, okay. What size encoder is this? Do you guys want to go over specs? Sorry. G-Wolf's Vuk. Vuk? Vuk. It means it's some ancient wolf or something, right? Encoder is... Oh, brother, I can't see that with my boomer vision. 11mm encoder. Yes, I can swap in an ALPS into this. We have SPDD special switches. We have 2 sensors. I don't know why this is just hitting me now. It looks so stupid, doesn't it? It's a dual-core processor. No, it's 2 sensors for different positions. 3950s on both of them. Nordic 52840, not L15. Very spammable plunger switch here. I like that. And SPDT switches. Again, I'll highlight this for the new people watching. So you can see the leaf traveling up and down in the switch. The bottom contact is typically what switches register. What SPDT means is instead of waiting for that leaf to flap down and hit the bottom, the logic in the firmware looks for when that top leaf leaves the top perch. So you can improve click latency by about like 1 millisecond by doing that. But by doing so, now you have an electrical contact, not just at the bottom where you have a beefed up contact, but also at the top now. And each time you sever an electrical connection, there's a teeny tiny bit of arcing that happens that vaporizes some material. At least that's my understanding. Please fact check me. So that top perch has to be more robust. So these are special Huano SPDT switches. You can use other switches in SPDT mice in SPDT mode, but I don't know what longevity is going to look like. Let's get a couple pictures of this while I have it open. And let's answer Daz's stuff here. Bot runs, good to see you back, Rosies. Hello there. We'll make fun of Daz. Make it fun, Daz, I promise. Yes, we will. Yes. Not gonna lie, you do have to get over, like, you will not come in first place. Like, there are people who spend way more time in the game. But there's a decent variety to the modes. If you want kind of a more respawny experience, which is what I tend to enjoy, there's that. If you want more of the, like, 3v3 search and destroy, more it's not really tac shooter, but more strategic mode, there's Cash Out, which is Schwamper's favorite. But Schwamper really hasn't had any reservations with just playing a bunch of Point Break, which is like Breakthrough, and a bunch of... Oh, I should get a close-up of the switches. That'd be kind of cool, right? 10x zoom, baby. Let's go. Oh, can I even hold this steady enough? And then we also have been playing a ton of the cart mode, which is like... It's like Overwatch, where you have to escort the cart. Forget what the name of it is. Then there's also a mode called Quick Cash, but I think we tried when we weren't a fan of it. But yeah, you get to run into other reviewers and get your dick smashed by who's the infinite guy or whatever, who is actually a really good player. Papa Charlie was in there too. Oh, I told Papa to add me on Steam, so maybe we can play together. What's your favorite SPDT mouse? Well, I think this is the only ones that I have are the 2 G-Wolf's mice. So I'm gonna say I think Vuk for the shape, but I need to put some grip tape on it. Zegs. Every game, this phase of life, grabbing takeout and will miss any responses, but my earlier answer is the reason I haven't played. I'm afraid to try it and like it, then fall behind on YouTube and fall working out for a time. Yeah, that's a valid concern, I suppose. It is like a pretty fast game to get in and out of. Like, the lobbies aren't particularly long lasting, right, Schwamper? Like, oh man, there's a screw under the battery. Like, rounds are probably, 15 minutes or less, typically? They're definitely shorter than other FPS games. Like, it's definitely shorter than, like, a Call of... Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe Call of Duty has really shrunk in size, but... Yeah, Cash Out's the longest because every single round is like a ladder-based system. It's like a little mini tournament each time you play. So, there's... What is it? Is it 16 teams, Schwamper? And each round, 4 teams gets eliminated? So it goes from 16 to 12 to 8 to 2 or something like that? I don't remember. Do I really want to be taking this off? I think I do. I can always just cover this back. I don't have any white tape, but I also don't really care how it looks because it's a solid shell. So we're going to take this tape off. It is difficult to get off. COD is 15 or so. Yeah. Grabbing takeout though, huh? So he's not here anymore, I assume, but I want to know what, dude. Bro. Takeout is the way to Phalange's heart. If somebody were to find my address and dox me, which is totally possible, and like some Thai food were to show up my door, I'm sending you a mouse. My wife has a mild soy allergy, so she generally avoids like Oriental food. I mean, she can on occasion. I think the bigger part is she's just not a big fan of it, so it's also like not worth it to not feel great afterward, even if it's relatively minor. But I friggin' love it, dude. Chinese food, Indian food. And back, Five Guys. Yeah, that's not real, Daz. Grabbing takeout and you were literally gone for 60 seconds. Either you teleport or I don't know. Thai counts as Oriental? As an American, yes. Wow, did I just like cancel myself? You guys gotta remember, I'm American. I'm about as dumb as they get. Remember on a couple mouse casts ago, I didn't know that Padsmith has glass pads? Mousecast host, dumb as rocks, confirmed. Actually, does anyone know anything about the Empress series of pads? There's like an Empress V2 also. I know nothing about it. I don't know why I'm spending all this effort taking this off the bat. I guess it's because it looks like crap now. Oh, they're bonding over that the baby pooped on them and they both have to wash their hands. Aw. Things to bond over. Not liking Thai is brutal. I wanted Empress V2, but went for dysphoria instead. Isn't dysphoria like a mental disability or something, or a mental condition, right? Isn't like dysphoria like when you didn't we look it up on Mousecast Live? Isn't it like when you don't know who you are or something? And then there's also like the Laonda ADHD pad. Yo, when can we get like I don't know. How do I come up with a joke that's not insensitive? When can we get like the schizophrenia pad? When can we get the bipolar pad? Yo, like a duality, or what's the flip reversible pads and call it bipolar? Product idea. I'll take royalties, thank you. Sorry, this is a 250 milliamp hour battery. JST 1.5 millimeter connector, BTR pinout. Silicone wires. This is gonna be light. This might be one of the lightest 250 milliamp hours I've tried. Usually 250s are. Oh, he does? Okay, baby break. Okay, we're gonna baby break and we're gonna show him some tools that Daddy uses, okay? So see, we explained to the audience that these are using SPDT switches. Yeah, I know. Oh, I just dropped something on you. That was a screw or something. It's okay, I'll get it. And we got tweezers. These are a fun one. Look at this, huh? I'm gonna get you. Yeah, you kind of zoned out. You're kind of zonked. Let's see, what's something. Oh, you might like this. This is nice and high contrast. Look at that. Oh, do you like the colors? He's more interested in something over here. You like How about this one? We got a nice orange sticker on a box. Oh, that's pretty good, huh? That's pretty good. Yeah, you want to track that one? Yeah. Yeah. You see this right here? That's a commission sticker. Mrs. Shay got 10% commission on this little mouse here. Yeah. Yeah. What else can we show you? What else can we show you? Oh, this is kind of a fun one. This is kind of a fun one. Do you see the colors on this one? The black. He's still looking at the box. Yeah, the box is more interesting. There you go, dude. No, he's... What are you looking at? Oh! Oh! Yeah. Yeah, like this one? I know, one day we can, like... You learn your world by putting things in your mouth. You're not quite at that age yet, and none of this stuff is going in your mouth. Yeah. Oh, how about this one? On the screen, I'm going to show him the screen that has the spinning disc. He loves watching fans. No, it looks like an A Day to Remember album, but no, this is just DMCA free music. Yeah. Big ol' album. No, he's liking that. It's like hypnotizing him. Yeah, he likes that spinning disc. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Do I have anything else? So, did he like the... He does like the mouse wall. Yeah. Let's look at these ones over here. What do we think of these ones here? Yeah, look at all the colors. And the little black scroll wheels on them. What are those doing? Do you want to like pick them off? You want to reach out to one? No? Like this right here. This is a receiver for a mouse. This is a WL mouse for the audience listening. This is the WL mouse BeastX Max DRG edition. Yeah, feel it though. It's a dongle, but it's silicone. Isn't that weird? Little dragon dongle. Yeah. 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 This would definitely go in his mouth if he was in that stage. He would definitely gum it. He is kind of reaching out to it. He's reaching out to the dongle, yeah. Yeah, Lil wants to say something. You want to yell at it? Be like, come here, you. Yeah, that one's fun. Yeah, that one's fun. The green. Yeah, the green one. Yep. What else do we want to look at? Do we want to look at... Ooh, we can turn on the light here? Eh, that didn't really help, did it? That did nothing. Okay. Yeah, no, he likes the spinning... Yeah, he likes the spinning screen. He loves that. Okay. Yeah. Do you guys want me to take him for a bit? I can put him by the mouse wall. Oh, he does? Yeah, he heard my voice. Yeah. 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 He had a... Thank you. Okay, good. Good job. Changing the poopy diaper. Yeah. He sat in the chair and he pooped. Maybe potty training will come naturally on the toilet. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think the rocking chair is a toilet. Yeah, that would be bad. Oh man, we like that chair too. That would be bad. So are you going to give him a bottle then? Okay. Is this going to be your first time? Okay. Yeah. Bib, yeah. Yeah. And he'll down the first 4 ounces like a champ, and then he'll slow down and you'll need to burp him. And it's so much fun, isn't it, Joe? Yeah. He gets so happy. And then he gets sleepy afterward. Yeah. Yeah, okay, you ready? Okay, you guys get that bottle. Let me know if you need anything though. I can pause. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you guys for that baby break. Don't know why 20 of you guys watched through that.
Is taken over by mice
Nova sleepy, stop sleeping. Yes, I know. Nova is on the... Well, my mother-in-law is over right now, and Nova loves her, so they're hanging out. But yes, Money's Box is over here. I need to sell my $40 shipped Continental US Nordic 54L15 Attack Shark V8 if you guys want it. It is literally unused other than like 5 minutes of gaming yesterday. Not 5 minutes, that's an exaggeration. Like an hour of gaming with Schwamper yesterday. Actually decent QC on the buttons. These usually have a problem. They're not amazing, but they're better than the other copies I've tried. I just don't like it. I won it in a giveaway, and like, if I'm gonna use a Death Adder shape, I'm gonna use a Death Adder. It's like 64 grams. And then I have Boardsy's M7 that I'm selling on my eBay. And then HTX Mini I am selling on my eBay as well. I have, this is another, these are all eBay stuff. I have a WL Mouse Ying with a messed up base. It was the previous owner sold it to me for $50 because he like melted the base with a chemical or something. I sanded the base, and unfortunately I sanded too much and it kind of blew through a little bit, and I've repaired it. It's solid enough for skates, but like if I really went for it, I could probably punch my thumb through it. So yeah, I'm selling this. I have it listed for like 110 on eBay, but I would definitely take less, especially if we transact off platform. And then I have an X2 Crazy Light. These things are a dime a dozen, dude. I'm really glad that like Pulsar is in mainstream stores and they actually have really good products. Like, guys, imagine if we didn't have Pulsar and Lamzu and stuff in big box stores, and we were just stuck with like Logitech's offerings and Razer's offerings. Like out of Logitech, Razer, and like SteelSeries, which I think were like the big, in Corsair, I guess, who were like the big box store brands. Razer like crushes all of them except for Super Strike, right? The 3D printed base for the Ying. Yeah, exactly. It's a perfectly functional mouse. So if somebody wants to buy one, buy a 3D printed base or whatever and lowball me, you can. And Rip the Carbon. Is it the HTX Mini Ruby? Yes, it is Ruby. It's on eBay. All these things are on eBay. At least they should be. If they're not, let me know. This is probably the lightest mouse base I've ever tried right here. So let's get some weights. So we're going to start out with scroll wheel. Again, these are insane. This is going to be like 1.13 grams. There you go. There's my mouse weight autism at work. But I cheated because previously on the stream I weighed another mouse. So scroll wheel, we will do the base. 3.77 grams. That is nuts. That is the lightest mouse base on my entire spreadsheet for sure. How much is this little rubber insert? 0.4 grams. Yeah. Sure, get a picture of that. And PCB. 11.69. A little high. Okay. And what else am I missing? Skates I did. Scroll wheel, PCB. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm good there. It's only Pulsar in the big computer stores. Yeah, honestly, that's fine. Pulsar has solid offerings. I'm telling you, like, Pulsar, I don't main any Pulsar stuff, but Pulsar is a very mainable brand, right, guys? Like, if you could only use one brand for the rest of your life, what would it be? I think Pulsar is a pretty solid recommendation. Like, right? Gaz and I talk about this on the tier list. Oh, battery. I didn't do the battery. I never weighed the battery, did I? I was going to say this is one of the lightest batteries. 4.29. Oh, I was close. In your opinion, curious how different the shape is of X2 Crazy Light and ATK0 are in your opinion. Are they identical? No, watch my ATK0. I did a direct comparison with that. My ATK0 disassembly on this channel. I don't, off the top of my head, the ATK0 kind of tapers, like in a capital letter A, tapers a little bit, and the X2 doesn't. X2 has like more hip flare instead, and is more of like a straight with then hip flare, but I'm like really exaggerating here. Both of them feel like pretty basic flat rear humped mice. Pulsar Susanto X is my fave mouse by them. Very good, yeah, Necro. Yeah, it's an excellent mouse. Alright. Let's do the soldering part of the video, where we take out the SPD-T switches and put in some Omron Opticals. So first, let's go ahead and bin some Omron Opticals. I'm going to grab, I think everyone here is probably familiar with it, but I like to repeat myself. That's one thing about, like, as a content creator that, like, you don't realize, but it's okay to repeat yourself. So my wife's a physical therapist, and she very often is like, you know, you have patients. So, for example, she's going back to work in a couple weeks, and all the patients are going to be asking her, oh, how's the baby? How was maternity leave? and she's gonna have to say the same thing 11 times a day. I don't love any of those. Wow, okay. And you forget who you said what to. You know, it kind of blurs together. I went back and visited, I got lunch with one of my high school teachers. I did like this architecture and independent study, and he was an amazing teacher. And he remembered all about me. He remembered my project. He remembered my first and last name. He remembered what I was like. All these things, you know, 15 years later. But he didn't remember what year I graduated. He was like, I graduated 2013. That one feels like crap. That one's good. That one's pretty good. I think I like these two. And he was like, were you 2017? 2018? I was like, no, 2013. He was like, oh, okay, yeah. It blurs together, man. All right, left mouse, right mouse. Diddly done, son. Yeah, so anyone looking to, if you're like an Uber switch knob like me, buy more than what you think you need because bidding is helpful. Yeah. Yeah, I can get Arby's. I can, yeah. Oh, chat, what do I get on my Arby's order? Curly fries would be great. You guys want Arby's? You don't want something a little bit nicer or anything? Okay. I would like... What did you say the coupons are for? Buy one, get one free sandwich. So you were going to do like a beef and cheddar? I think I'll just do one beef and cheddar. Yeah. If I want more food, we have leftover pizza still. Or I can even... I'll still pick it up for you guys, but I can just do leftover pizza. Oh, you want a beef and... Okay, yeah, do the beef and cheddar BOGO. Are curly fries reasonable? Get the roast beef. Bro, that's their whole menu. Lauren, could I wrap up the stream in like 15 minutes and then go? Okay, I'll make it hard stop 15 minutes, okay? If I don't make it, I don't... If... Hard stop 6:55 sounds good. I'll try to beat that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, chat, you guys heard that. Rush time. I don't know if I can do this in 15 minutes. We'll see.
When do you think the Tens Mini and the Pulsar Jink are coming out?
When are they coming out? I don't know, but it's got to be soon because they've been shown in a bunch of leaks. Tens Mini, I'm guessing is going to come later. I feel like Jing is going to come next. But I don't know, does Pulsar... Check history by Pulsar. Is there a time of the year that they typically release things? Like, when did they release... They had May releases last year, right? It was 10 Signature Edition, so maybe like the mini version be released at the same time? I don't know. You guys could also try messaging or adding on Twitter Frosty, ZK, the Pulsar rep. He's usually pretty transparent about things. If he can say something, he will. You know, maybe if he can even just, if you just ask her, like, can you give us a generic, like a nebulous answer? Like, are we looking at fall? Are we looking at summer? Because you got to remember, like, you know, they're still doing QC and stuff. Brands don't want to give you an answer that's then wrong. Like, oftentimes the secrecy behind an actual release date is not because... It's like literally because they're shooting themselves in the foot if they say May release and then there's a bunch of delays. It kind of look at what happened kind of a little bit with Ponage. Oh man, I hope I'm not melting this switch. I might be toasting this switch here. That last contact is not wanting to come out. Oof, I might have put too much heat into this one. That last contact just really did not want to come out.
I hope they don't use their pulsar encoder. Also sorry for using TDS, I love you seeing it.
Oh, I don't mind the TTS. It's probably problematic if like everyone were to use it. And I think I've talked about that before, but it allows me to continue working without having to check chat. So yes, if it was a problem, I would take it away. I'm going to try to go a little bit faster though here. Does it still click? Still clicks. I guess it didn't toast it. The Zywu Gen 2 kind of ruined the release lineup. Well, it's like Gen 2. It's like a revision to a product. I guess it's not. I don't know. Tromper's pretty excited, I know, for the 10s Mini. I think a lot of people are because it's like it's supposedly an OP1 competitor, right? But like actually going to be a quality one.
How much is a bag of 100 Omron Opticals RN? I bet the prices are jacked up.
Yeah, no, the prices are jacked up. The lowest I've paid is like, if you can get them for below $1 a switch, you're doing pretty okay. I think I had gotten really lucky and I've paid as low as like 50 cents a switch, but that is like really min-maxed coupons up the butt. And I would not expect people to try to achieve that. I have posted in the Dastrazak Discord some of my switch hauls, so you can probably search in modding chat for that. Whew, the plastic gets real hot, dude. Okay, now which of these was which switch? These are like, maybe these are too tactile? Like that might be one of the most tactile, on the right, one of the most tactile Omron opticals I've ever tried. Is that actually going to be problematic and like too stiff? How's the Vuk shell look? Decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna try the lighter one in left mouse. All right, left mouse, right mouse. So yeah, the like, I've definitely spent over $100 on Omron opticals, 100%. Like I remember one order was like $73, or it was in the 70s. I don't remember the exact number. I don't know if you. And Twitter's so damn hard to search for.
Last question, what do you think Pulsar limited colorway 10s red Zywu pink and now 10s blue 5,000 units?
Well, for the 10s mini colorway, 10 said in like a live stream or something that it was going to be blue, or he wanted a baby blue. We talked about it briefly on Mousecast. Just what do I think about them in general? They're pretty, yeah. No, I freaking love unique colorways. I hate buying white and black mice. That's, I think, one thing that Pulsar does really well. They've kind of swooped in. That's like one thing that SteelSeries used to do really well, is they do a lot of really pretty collabs. I have a FaZe Clan Aerox 3, which I think is a really cool looking mouse. And Prime Black Ice is also really cool. And they have older stuff like the CSGO Rival 300 Fade and Hyper Beast stuff. 11mm encoder. I guess I'm just going to stick with this. I don't have time to swap this out. I would like more tactile steps, more notchy steps, but this is what we're going to go with for now. That's all I have time for. And then we'll do a little brushing because get some of these boogers off here. It's generally not a good idea to use a powered brush like what I just did there. Maybe I shouldn't have. I hope I didn't. No, I think
I
it's
want a
fine.
Steel Borgi Gonger Viper V3 Pro.
You want a what? Oh my gosh, that sounded like you said a bad word. Steel Borgi Gengar Viper V3 Pro. Oh, you can get them on AliExpress still, right? I know the Pikachu Viper V3 Pro is on AliExpress right now for like $154 before cashback and coupons, and today is 15% cashback if you're in the US. So after coupons and cashback, you're probably paying like 120-ish if I had to guess, just off the top of my head. Like if you wanted a Pikachu Viper V3, oh, you have the Pikachu, okay. I was gonna say now's the time to get it because I don't think I've seen them that cheap before. For a China exclusive. China. I don't know if I'm gonna finish the mouse before the 6:55 time frame. I gotta pick up. Sorry if you guys missed that conversation. I've got to pick up some Arby's food for my mother-in-law and wife, and I guess for myself too. Hey, in chat, has anyone played around with Find My Mouse and Elo Shapes 3D? I would love to know your guys' thoughts. It feels so bad that in Mousecast, when we talked about Find My Mouse and Elo Shapes, apparently Elo was watching and he DM'd me on Discord saying, by the way, Find My Mouse, or Elo Shapes does have opacity. It's literally just in the color slider to change the colors. And I just didn't see it because I'm a dum-dum, I guess. And that was like one of the features that I was like, well, Find My Mouse is more feature-rich because it has this. And literally, Elo has it too. Okay, I hope that didn't toast the Switch. Omron Opticals can be a little bit toastable. There we go. Get in there, boy. And push down all the way? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Cool. Finish this last solder joint here, and then we'll begin the reassembly. Cool. Okay, how's that look? Looks good to me. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get this done. Ooh, I don't know if I'll be able to get the grip tape done. Do I have all the photos taken? That is what's most critical, so I can have that for Reddit. We got battery, PCB, base, scroll wheel, base, scroll wheel, PCB, skates. Alright, is that everything in my spreadsheet? I think so. Yeah, okay. And the stock weight. Alright. Cool. I tried Elo Shapes, loved seeing it side by side, and finally got look at Tiny Mice side by side. Yeah, dude. It's great. I'm so glad he did do that. Elo definitely has a certain style, though. He won't, like... Bardoz is like, I have this Find My Mouse project, and like giving updates to on his Twitter, and has a Discord where you can track the progress and you can become a beta tester. Whereas Elo is much more like, I'm gonna work on this thing in the background, say nothing of it. Anytime people ask if I'm working on 3D, I'm just like, yeah, that's a highly requested feature. Like a really vanilla answer, or not even say anything at all. And then he just comes out of nowhere and freaking drops it with an absolute ton of mice.
Can we get a hint at the next guest for Mousecast?
Can we get a hint at the next guest for Mousecast? Yes. Lock On. Lock On is coming on this Thursday. It's actually already... I'll be tweeting this week. I should be tweeting this week with a thumbnail. His name is Easy. He's the founder, whatever. Oh, dang, these screws are like not magnetic, so I'm struggling to put them in. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a good discussion. So Lock-On does glass pads, right? I really am not that familiar with them, if I'm being honest. But I hope it's a good... From the DM conversation I had with him, so he actually messaged Daz, kind of wanting to be... Like, Daz was like, hey, the Lock-On guy messaged me wanting to promote the Odyssey pre-orders on Mousecast. And he was like, is that a red flag? And I was like, can you tell me more of what he said? Daz sent over what he said, and it really wasn't. It was more like, hey guys, I like Mousecast. I would love to come on.
To see X-Ray Pad's owner on Mousecast one day.
X-Ray Pad? Is he actually a transparent guy? See, the things, they have to be willing to talk. We haven't had anyone who's been closed up, fortunately. But like, I know a long time, like over a year ago, I reached out to HitScan. And they just politely declined. Because I kind of got the impression that they were kind of a scrappy startup and would be willing to talk. But anyway, no shade or anything against them. Just didn't vibe with them, or it's also a very small podcast. You guys got to remember, like, it's might be kind of a pain in the butt in most people's eyes. Yeah, that battery. I don't know why they put all the foam on it. Is there a battery hold down? No, there isn't. So I don't really know what the function of all the white tape on top of it was. Maybe he had plans to do like an exposed whole shell at one point. I don't know. Oh, yep. I don't think I'm gonna quite. I don't know. Lauren might be cool with me just going like 1 minute over. I said hard stop, but I'm not going to be able to get the grip tape on this stream, but I will button up the mouse. There we go. Oh yeah, that battery's not going anywhere. That is a ton of tape on that bitch. Put that back together. I've got everything else connected, right? Yep. I'm wrapping up here. Oops, a daisy. Do I want to keep using the same stock skates too? Probably. Like, why not, right? Oh, hello, scroll wheel. Can you get back in there?
What type brand is that for the battery?
What type of brand was the battery? What? I need to turn up my volume. What brand for the battery? I don't know. Pictures will be posted to Reddit. Battery brand isn't really critical, is it? YJ60 it says on it. You tell me. I just want to get this back together to see the click feel before I need to go. I'm definitely glad I went with the lighter weight mouse button. Okay, I think we're just going to end it there. I didn't totally finish, but that's okay. Grip tape will be going on this, and I'll get another weight again at some point. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Mousecast will be Thursday again. Special guest, Lock On Easy. I think his name is Easy. Is what he goes by. Usual time, 10:45 p.m. Eastern. And maybe I might get another live stream or two in me tonight with some other mice, because this is a lot of fun. So, yeah, thank you. Bye-bye. Enjoy Arby's. Yes, you guys have a great rest of your Saturday.